I mean, last time out, kind of a frustrating one for you, right? I mean, you had all the momentum in the world and all the hype behind you, and then it didn't go your way. Talk to me about the lessons you took out of that one.
I mean, like, you can only really take so much lessons from a fight that's like less than 2 minutes. It's like, I mean, I've been trying to explain that to my students and a couple other people. And like, I saw how people were like jumping on Frankie Edgar, asking him like, yo, you don't really learn anything from fights that are so fast like that. Like, I definitely made a couple of mistakes in the fight, and it's some stuff that I have to fix with. But really, it's the coin toss. It's what we do. You know, we fight, and shit can go wrong.
Is that a hard reality to accept, right? That like you can do everything right and it still doesn't work out?
No, I mean, like, I try to tell people this all the time. Like I've had this approach my entire career. I'm like, you have no control over it. Actually, Tony Ferguson said it best, and I've kind of like been living by that for a while. He said the only thing you can control in a fight is your pace. And that's very true. The only thing you can control is how in shape you are. Everything else is a coin toss. So, I mean, like, yeah, I wish everything plans out right. I mean, like, I had an amazing camp for that fight, and I didn't do anything. Like, it was just all backwards. It happens.
Took 6 months for you to get back. It seemed to me from social media you were ready to get back a lot sooner, right? So what's been going on in these 6 months?
You know, I've been doing my dad thing. You know, I got kids, been had cyber schools. Like, you know, outside of fighting, we're still regular people. So I'm teaching at my gym, running my gym, helping other fighters get ready for fights and stuff, going on around, working and picking up some new skills and stuff, but training consistently, but same old, same old.
Nice. You did get a fight. You got the matchup with Jamie Mullarkey. What did you think when they gave you the name? Were you familiar with him at all? What did you think about the matchup?
I hadn't watched his second fight. I did watch his first fight. I try to watch every like lightweight in the UFC. If you're a lightweight, even if you're a lightweight outside the UFC and you're looking, I'm watching you. So, yeah, I knew who he was and stuff. I knew he was tough and stuff. And then I watched his other fight. Like, oh, he's really tough. He had 2 really tough kickboxers for his first 2 UFC fights. That's a hard break. So it's a really tough division. So I'm expecting him to come out and be ready to go.
Yeah. The last week or so, we've all been speculating whether he was going to be part of this COVID thing. Were you following along with that? And
yeah.
What's that like for you, thinking, like, am I going to fight? Am I not going to fight?
It was horrible because, like, last week's fights, and they started announcing the cancellation, and then they announced the title fight for this card, and I was like, oh, shit. I instantly text my manager, and he was like, no, everything, they said he's good right now. He's in isolation, so everything should be good. So hopefully, like, you know, I mean, fights have been getting canceled on Fridays, so hopefully we're still good to go. So I'm still cutting weight and preparing like I'm fighting.
Very nice. Last thing for me, talk to me about the goal here, man. Obviously, the goal is always to pick up a win, but, you know, like I said, I feel like you had this huge momentum behind you, man. Do you feel like you got to come in and make that splash again, like make this huge wave, or is it like, hey, let's just get in there and get a win and get back on track?
It's weird because in MMA, you're only as good as your last fight. I mean, people will watch you win 12 fights, you lose one, and then everybody will be bums making memes of you and stuff. So that's just the sport. I mean, like, you can't take it too personal. You have to know who you are and, like, kind of like understand how you approach the fight game. So for me, it's just come out here and get another W.
What's up, man? I mean, touch wood that everything goes okay and you do get the opponent you want on Saturday. Let's say they come to you on Friday and say, no, he's out. Would you even take another opponent at that point? Would you be just so desperate to fight that you just say yes? Or what do you think at that point?
Friday night?
Yeah, well, Friday morning. I'll give you Friday morning.
It depends on what freaking weight class he's going to be coming in. I mean, like, I don't really want to be fighting guys gigantic to me. I mean, I can't really jump up and I can't jump down to lightweight or featherweight. But, I mean, if they came up on Friday and they're like someone new, I'm like, whatever. You know, I mean, like, that's how I got into UFC, right? I took a fight on 4-day notice, so I can't be like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. So I'll just take it, I guess.
And this isn't really a question as much as a statement. I just want to say that's a very lovely tracksuit you're wearing today.
Oh, thank you.
What do you make of the state of the division right now? A lot going on the top. You got title fights. You got new guys coming in, kind of skipping the queue.
Yeah, it's a shit show. Like, what else is there to say about it? There's so many lightweights. Like, people keep asking me, like, are you realistic? Are you looking to get to a title run? I'm like, dude, I'm 34. I turned 35 in October. Like, the average lightweight, it's the average successful lightweight, like, going for a title run. Like, people, like, the younger guys call Tony Ferguson old. Right? They're like, yo, he's old. I'm like, so, I mean, I'm 34. I've only had 3 UFC fights. So, I mean, like, realistically approached it. It takes 4 years to get to a title in the lightweight division, as we thought it did. And then things change up. I mean, like, it's a business. So, I mean, like, I don't really have any say-so over that. I just fight whoever they put in front of me. But the lightweight division is a complete shit show. Like, the top 15 guys want to fight the top 15 guys, and them only. The guys outside of that are, like, scraping their way to get in, and no one wants to fight them, and they're saying, oh, I want to fight a numbered guy, so they just keep recycling fighters, and then you build up. There's, like, the guys from, like, 15 to 50 are all, like, serial killers who can all just jump into the top 15, but the top 15 won't give them a place. So it sucks. I mean, it's cool because the fans get great fights. Out of lightweights, you'll get phenomenal fights, and you don't even know who the hell these guys are. You're sitting like, who the hell is this guy? And they're fighting to death. But I mean, like, it's the way the division is.
What do you make of Michael Chandler getting one win and then getting the title? Was he the right guy to get that title shot?
So I had an interview. Someone called me. I think they posted on, I think it was BJ Penn or something. They called me and they did a little interview. I was tired. I'm cutting weight. So I'm about to leave and go fly out. And I specifically said, I was like, hey, man, I've been a big fan of Michael Chandler because I'm not going to lie. I'm a fan of martial arts, so I'm not going to be like, oh, they're in my division. I've been watching Michael Chandler since he started fighting in Bellator. And I was like, I've been a big fan of Michael Chandler's, but he just got knocked out by Patricio Pitbull, like, 2 years ago, and Patricio Pitbull's this fucking big. So I mean, like, and he's only on a 2-fight winning streak, and he's only fought once in the UFC, and he's getting a title shot. And I didn't think, it's not like I'm supposed to be getting a title shot, but there's like multiple guys. I think in the lightweight division, you should have to be on like a 5-fight winning streak to get a title shot. So I think you're kind of shitting on other people. But I said, yeah, I mean, I think I could knock Michael Chandler the fuck out, and then that was the cover for the thing. So please don't take this and switch up my words. All I'm saying is I think a lot of fighters feel cheated in this division that he just came in and got that title shot. But it's haterade that we're drinking, because if it was me, I'd be like, screw y'all, I got the title shot, I'm jumping in front of y'all. He leapfrogged everybody. It's the sport. It's whatever makes money, and it's a business, and we know that,
So was Charles the right opponent for him? So was Charles the other right choice?
Yes. You can go on my Instagram. Before I was in the UFC, and even as I was in the UFC, I was like, yo, Charles Oliveira is the dark horse. Like, he's a dark horse. No one wanted to fight him, and he just finally got to the right place. I mean, like, there's multiple different guys. I mean, like, there's Darnell Darnus. I mean, like, there's so many guys. There's, like, so many guys. There's the guy that just beat Drew Dober. He's on, like, a 6-fight win streak, right? I want to mess up his last name. I got a unique name.
Makhachev.
Yeah, I want to mess up nobody's name because people be messing up my names. But, yeah, I mean, like, there's so many guys. And then, like, he wins one. He, like, leapfrogs in front. But it's business.
Just right here, to go back to your tracksuit real quick, what was it about Bruce Lee, Game of Death, those vibes that you want to bring in today?
I mean, I've been a big Bruce Lee fan. I shout out to my mom because she got me into Bruce Lee when I was younger. But I've always just liked his approach to things, like his approach to fighting. Like, he was just asking me about, like, do you think about stuff? Bruce Lee said, you know, you want to hit, you don't have to do it. It does it all on itself. And that's how I like to approach fighting and stuff. So yeah, Bruce is the man. Game of Death is the movie too. It sucks he didn't get to finish it, but those scenes at the end, I think I watched those like 1,000 times. He comes up, he fights Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's like twice his height. That's such an iconic scene, man. It's like amazing.
Game of Death over Enter the Dragon?
Yes. Even though he finished Enter the Dragon, but like the scene when he fights all his real friends in Game of Death, those are people that are actually his friends, and he fights them. That was iconic, man. It's amazing.
Good luck.
Thank you.